Zok the Heilig Gemara. Today's daf is daf Pei Aleph. We are at, where are we holding here? The fifth line from the top. Zok the Heilig Gemara. The Gemara is going to bring different things that they sent from Eretz Yisrael to Bavel, different azharas to be careful with. So Shalchim Mitam, they sent from Eretz Yisrael, Hizaru Barbuvisa, be careful with scratching the head and washing the guf and washing your clothes. Hizaru B'chabura, should be careful to learn Torah B'chabura, because that's how the Talmidim, the Mechadid Zeh B'halacha, and Rabbam, everyone gets smarter. Hizaru b'nei aniyim, be careful with the kids of aniyim that you should teach them Torah. Shemehen teitzei Torah, because from b'nei aniyim the Torah will come out, because they're not busy with other things. They're too poor to be busy with other things. Also because Ben Yehoyada says that daitem shvala. Says Zitachin that Bnei Ashim, even if they'll be Talmidei Chachamim, they won't teach Torah to other people. However, Bnei Aniyim, because they need parnasa, so they'll teach other people in order to make a parnasa and mele mehem teitz Torah. Shenamar, how do you know? It says in the pasuk, Yizal Mayim Dolyav, and Dolyav is a lashon dalim, shemehen teitz Torah. Like the end of the pasuk says, "V'zar b'mayim rabim." In other words, their kids will be b'nei Torah, which is nimshal l'mayim. So zakti Gemara, b'nei ma ein mitzuyin talmidei chachamim lotzes talmidei chachamim b'neim. How come you don't have talmidei chachamim produce children that are talmidei chachamim? Amar Rav Yosef says, "Shalei yoimru Torah yerusha lehem." So people should not say that the kids is a Yerusha, they have a Torah, Yerusha from the fathers, and then they won't be Isaac B'Torah. Another reason, Rav Sheshes Ber David the Omer says, Kedei Shelo Yiskadru, they should not become Baligay al Tzibur, because they see that Torah never goes away from the family. If it would come automatically, then that's what people would, they would be Miskah. Ma'azot Omer Mnei Shehem Miskabrin, because Talmidei Chachamim are Miskah al Tzibur, and with that they get punished, or the kids are not Talmidei Chachamim. Rav Ashi Omer Mishum Dekarla and Shichamari, because they're mezalzel in the Hamoed Am, and they call people Chamarim, donkeys. Ravina Omer. So the Maharsha actually explains Mazuto that they would call Amaratzim Chamorim, because they would say they're not roy, they don't have the ability to learn Torah, they're like donkeys. So they were punished midah keneged midah, because according to them the chachma is something it's natural. You're about kishrin, so you know how to learn, so you could learn. So they were punished that the kids would not be talmidei chachamim like them, and that's bring a rhyme and a shemayim that it doesn't work like that. That anybody could learn Torah. If somebody wants to learn Torah, even Amaretz could always start learning Torah. Ravina says, She'ein mevarcha b'Torah in tchila. The reason why Talmidei Chachamim don't have kids out Talmidei Chachamim, because they don't make a bracha, their first asik in the day, they don't make a bracha Torah and zilzal on Torah, and therefore they're not zeichet habanim that are iskim ba Torah. Zakta Heilig Gemara weiter. The Amar of Yehuda Marav says, "My dechsiv." This is what it says in the pasuk by the Churban Abayis and Gos. It says in Yirmiyah Parak Tes pasuk Yadalf, "Miha ish hachacham v'yavin ezois v'asher dibir pi Hashem elov v'yagida." It says, "Alma of the haaretz nitza kamidar bli oiver." Davar zeh nishal hachachamim zakt Rav. This was asked to the Chachamim, V'la Neviim, and to the Neviim, v'loi pershu, and they did not know the reason for the Churban Beis Hamikdash. Ad shepirsha HaKadosh Baruch Hu ba'atzmai tol Hashem Himself explained it. The Chsiv, it says in Yirmiyah Parak Tes pasuk Yud Beis, v'yomer Hashem, and Hashem said, Al ozvam es Tairasi, and they did not v'loi shamu l'koili v'loi halchuba. So hainu lo shamu b'koili, hainu lo halchuba. What's double lashon for the Gemara? It says lo shamu b'koili and they lo halchuba. They didn't listen and they didn't go. Amar Rav Yehuda Marav, and of them Zok Rav Yehuda Marav, the pasuk means Al-Almas Tarasha Shanasat Lefneihem She'em Avarch Matarit Chilo. They were not an Isaac and Torah Lishma, and therefore the Torah wasn't chashim in their eyes to make a bracha on it, and that's what it means like halchuba. They did not go in the Torah in the richtig kavana, and they did not learn a Lishma. And the Mela, it's Avda Aretz. That's what that's the Gemara is saying. So now the Gemara is going to go back to the last thing we're talking about, that the kvisa spinei ha'ir, the people of the first city comes before the people of the second city drinking if there's a shortage on water supply. Zok the Gemara, Isi bar Yehuda le'aslam Masifta Rabbi Yossi tlasa yomi. Isi bar Yehuda did not come to the Masifta of Rabbi Yossi for 3 days. Ashkechei found him. Ashkechei Vardimus Rabbi Yossi. The son of Rabbi Yossi found Isi bar Yehuda. Amar Lei, so he told Isi bar Yehuda, my time why don't you come to my father's base marriage for the last 3 days? Amar Lei, so Isi bar Yehuda told Vardimus, the son of Rabbi Yossi, ki taimi da'avoch lo yadana heicha Isai. Because you know why I didn't come? Because I didn't know where your father got this din that he said. What's the halacha? Amar Le, so Rabbi Dimas told him, Le Mamar, Mai, Amar Le, tell me which din. Tell me your dana time, maybe I know. Amar Le, so he told him, Hadatani, this is the Brisa said that we brought before. Rabbi Yossi Aimer, Kvisasan Koinim L'chayacher. Rabbi Yossi says that Kvisa, there's a shortage of water supply, and the people in the second city needed to survive, to drink, and the people first city needed for Kvisa. So Rabbi Yossi said, Kvisasan of Rishayim means Koinim L'chayacher. Kram and Alon, where did he learn this halacha? Amar Lei, so Rabbi Yossi's son Vardim was told Isi bar Yehuda the Chsiv. It says by Midor Parak Lamed Hey Pasuk Gimel L'gaben a mitzvah to leave over a migrash around the Arei Alavim. It says Migrashem you levehemtam u'lechol chayasam. It says lechol chayasam. My chayasam. What is chayasam? And ilay machai. If you tell me it means mamash animal, that you should let the animals stay there. It's included in behema, and it already says in the pasuk behemtam. Alamai chayasam. So what does it mean when it says chayasam? Chiyusa mamish. If you want to tell me, it means for everything they need to live. Pshita. The pasuk doesn't have to tell you that. It's pasha. Everything they need to live, they should live over for that. Elalav. It means kivisa. It means for washing. That they need water in the migrash that they should wash. And the pasuk comes to tell you that water you need for washing clothing is considered chayin nefesh. Da'ika tsar darabisa, because with holding back from washing, you have tsar haguf, which could bring l'dei shigain, and it's included in chayecha koidman, l'chayecha bercha, because it's considered an essential part of life, of living. It's considered survival. So you see, like Rabbi Yossi, that Kvisas from Rishonim comes before the shtia of the people in the second city. Zakta Helu Gemara Baita. Amar Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi says, Ein Elu Nidrin in Nefesh. Rabbi Yossi says that holding back from Mechitza and Kisha, it's not considered in Nefesh. Frankly, Gemara Bayaluhu. Gemara has a suffix. Rabbi Yossi that holds there's no in Nefesh. And meniyah from mechitza and kishet. Ma'u sheyafer mishum dvarim shebinei lebana. So the Gemara wants to know like this. Fine, so there's no idin nefesh according to Rabbi Yossi. But what about, let's say, him being mefer? If the Baal has a kapeda, she should take showers, or she should dress herself up, the kishut, then maybe he could be mefer al neder that's binei lebana. Zakimar Tashma, I'll bring you Raya, Rabbi Yossi, and Ein Elu Nidrein Nefesh. Rabbi Yossi says it's not Nidrein Nefesh. So the fact that Avdvar Shemina Ahavyan, the fact that Rabbi Yossi did not say Lo Yefer, he didn't say that, he didn't say maybe. He said it's not in Nefesh. So it's Mashma Dvarm Shemina Ahavyan, maybe it is. Zakimar, no. Dilmo, the two Kamar Lahu. Maybe what Rabbi Yossi meant to say is that according to Shitz Chachamim, this is not Nidrein Nefesh, but Lididi, me, I hold even I feel Dvarim Shemin Le'Haben. I hold it's not even Dvarim Shemin Le'Bena, and then therefore the Baal can't be Mefer. But risu having nidui nefesh, according to you that you're saying it's in a nefesh, oidili de ein elin nefesh. At least agree that these are not nidui nefesh. Rather, it's Nedarim shebino lebino. So basically, Rabbi Yossi was telling Chacham in the Mishnah that I hold that it's not even Nedarim, that it's Nedarim shebino lebino. But he's saying, according to you, that he's saying it's nidui nefesh, and the Baal could be a mefer, be masking to me that this is not nidui nefesh, and even if the Baal could be mefer, agree to me that the reason why he can be mefer is not because of nefesh, rather because it's Nedarim shebino lebino. So basically, Gemara is saying we don't have a raya to our question that Rabbi Yossi holds that there's no it can't be made for us in a nefesh if you could do it out Dvarim She'ein enough. You don't raya from the Mishnah to what he holds, because maybe the whole thing in the Mishnah he's only talking to Chachamim, the guy what the Chachamim hold, but maybe he holds it's not even Dvarim She'ein enough. So basically, Mara wants to know, so what is Rabbi Yossi going to hold? Is it considered Dvarim She'ein or not? L'maisa, these are Dvarim. What does he hold? So Zakti Gemara, Rav Ada says, Mefer, even according to Yossi, he could be Mefer in his Dharm, al Dvarim shebino lebino. Rav Huna says, Ein Mefer, and he can't be Mefer. Why? Because they're not considered in the Dvarim shebino lebino, Shlematzinu shul shemes ba'afar pir. We did not find a shul that tripped and died in a hole that he dug, that he lived in. Why? Because he's used to it and he knows how to watch himself. A shul is a fox, I want to say. So what's the mashal is trying to say with this? That also the Baal is not makbid on his wife not taking a shower because he's used to it. And we're not afraid to come to the Hakala, and therefore this neder is not considered Dover Shebino Lebino. Because he could get used to his wife not taking a shower. Zakti Gemara, Tanya. We learned in a brisa like this. Tesefta Perek Zayin Halacha Alf Kavaseder Adar Ahava. It says Devarim Sheyesh Banin in Nefesh, things that she made a neder, the wife, having in Nefesh. Mefer, the Baal can Mefer Beinoi LeBeino. So the brisa says Devarim Sheyesh Banin in Nefesh, to the woman mefer, the husband can mefer bein el sides between him and her, bein el acher, sides it's between her and other people. But ein bain nefesh, things that do not have in nefesh, beino lebeino mefer, with bein el acherim, he cannot be mefer. Ketzad. So the brisa explains what are these different dinim. Amra koinem peris alai. If she says I'm asking peris alai, hareza yafi kim mefer. Why? Because it's in nefesh. If she doesn't eat peris, even if it's not bein ali bena. Second halacha is koinem she'eni ois. If she says I'm not going to do any malacha, lefi abba, lefi achicha, lefi avicha, lefi achi. So it's not in a nefesh, and it's not in a nefesh, and it's also not Dvarim She'ein lebino. And v'shaloi etein teven, she says I won't give straw if nebehemtecha in front of your animal, if nebekarcha. She's not meshubah to do these malachas anyway, so it's not considered Dvarim She'ein lebino, and it's not in a nefesh. Therefore, the Baal also ein yachal hafer in that case. A third halacha is if she says shaloi echol, I won't make myself look nice. I won't put on makeup. Shlei efkois. I won't take care of my hair, make it nice. Shlei shamish mitasi. Then the halacha is in all these yafer, the Baal could be mefer. Why? Mishum dvarim she'ein lebino. Because that's between her and her husband, even though it does not have any nefesh. There's a fourth halacha. She says shaloi atzia lecha mitascha. If she says I will not make your bed, I won't pour your and she says I won't wash your face and your hands. All these things are shimushim of chiba, which the wife has an obligation to do for her husband. Ein tzarich lahafer, he does not have to be mefer, because she cannot take away her chiv to do these things al yedei neder. Rabbi Gamliel says, even by these Nedarim, he argues, he says, no, yafer al balkum mefer. Why? Shenemer la yachal devarai. Because it says that la yachal devarai, and you learn out from there that even something that's usher for her to say, and that that's usher for her to do, is still, if the Baal wants, he can be mefer. It's like the Gemara Davar Achar, another drasha. It says layachal dvarai, meaning to say mikan lechacham ein mater mikan lechacham she'ein mater nidrei atzmai. We see from here that a chacham, although he could be mater nedarim of other people, but he can't be made for. He can't be mater his own nedarim. Rather, he has to go to a different chacham to mater his own nedarim. So, what do you see from here? The Gemaras bring a raya from Tosefta to Rav Ada that if she makes a neder, shaloi tiskasha and loy tirchatz, so Rabbi Yossi holds that the Baal can be mefer because neder should be eliminated. Because in the Tosefta, it's in Vur in the third halacha that we spoke at, shalei echel, shalei afkois, shalei sham shmitasi. You see, you can be mefer. It says yafer mishum dvarim shemin eliminated. But I'll see in nefesh not. So the Gemara man shaminan. Who's the Tana that says this? The Amar shlo echaf shlo efkas dvarim shminil no havyan. Rabbi Yossi. It's Rabbi Yossi. Like it says in the Mishnah Lagavi Kishet that it's ein elu nidrei nefesh a katani, and you see in Tosefta that the mefer. You see the halach is mefer mishum dvarim shminil no. So it's muchach that according to Rabbi Yossi, it's not even a nefesh. However, they are in darim shminal b'na, and really can be mefer. That's you see from this third halacha in the Tosefta, and that's the raya. Amar Mar, Zakti Gemara, v'shaloi ashamish mitasi. It says also in this halacha, it says shaloi ashamish mitasi. Yafer mishun dvarim shminal b'na. Zakti Gemara hechidami. In what lashon does she make this now? Elam in the amro hanas tashmishi alecha. She's answering. Hanas tashmish of her husband, her lamali afara hamishabedas. Why do you need afara? L'chora, she can't be mafkir. She would already in nether. So why do you need afara? Ella about this talking about meres hanas tashmishcha alai. That she was answering. She was Zakti Gemara. She was answering her husband tashmish to her. So therefore the nether is chal, and you need to have a far. Kahana damar kahana hanas tashmishi alecha koifim misham ashtoi. And the Baal could force him to be Shamisher because the nether is like chal. However, if she says hanas tashmishcha alai, then he could be mefer, and the reason is she'im achilin es adam davar asaloi. Zakti Gemara man Tana. Who is this Tana or Gamliel that we had in the Brisa? It says Dvarim Torah Acherim Nagovei Nisser. Who's this Tana the whole? Gamliel says that the Baal is made for even in Durham that are not Chal Meker Adin. Zakti Gemara Hadatanya. Hadatanya Durham Torah Acherim Nagovei Nisser Yater Shalim Muhater Kadela Vatlon. Zakti Gemara Manir Gamliel He the Tanya Gamliel Aimer Yafer Mishum Shenem Yachal Devaroi. So in order that it shouldn't come to Mekel and Nedarim, therefore it's also to Mekel even in Nedarim that other people are knowing or them. Nor it should not come to Mekel and Nedarim which are also Mekrad. Zat Gemara weiter. Boy minei Rabbi Rav Nachman. Tashva Shamita l'Rabbanon. Tashva Shamita, if a Isha asks herself Tashva Shamita, according to Rabbanon that hold that Kishit or Mechita is considered eating nefesh. So the Gemara wants to know, eating nefesh, who is this? If a lady asks herself Tashva Shamita is eating nefesh, or is it Dvarim Shabina Lebina? And then Afkamina would be, like we said before, on the Fayin Testament base, that a neder of inin nefesh, the baal can be made for even klape acher, masha inkin a neder of bino, it's only klape himself. And if he divorces her, then neder is chal. Amar lei, so Rav Nachman told Rava, tinisul, we learned in the Brayso, he replaces the suffix from the Mishnah later on, Daf Tzadi the base. And later it says in Tula Animin HaYehudim, she asks on herself tashmish of all Yidin, and her husband is included in that Isser. Yafer Chelkoi, then the Baal can be made for his chelik in this neder. Umishamashter. So the Mishnah says that made for his chelik, let's say in Tula Min HaYehudim, she will be also taka from tashmish on all rest of Jews. And if he'll divorce her and she gets married to somebody else, then she'll be also even in that person. V'i amrit, and if you say that there is a tashmish in nidreini nefesh habi, if you say it's a nidreini nefesh, amaitein a tulam and Yehudim, then why is she also in all Yehudim? L'chayra, we see before that a neder has in nefesh about being made for even klape acherim. Shmami knows, you see from this that a neder, which is minias tashmish, is not in nefesh, rather it's svarim shimno minohavian, and therefore he could only take and be made for his chelik, but not what's needed for other people.